It's great seeing such a warm response and seeing so many of you here. Thank you for joining in and thank you for being a part of this webinar today. And welcome to the webinar. Again, I'll start with my introduction. Hi, everyone. I'm Anuj Saxena. I lead the skilling and employee engagement products at BetterPlace, or what we like to call as skillBetter.ai. Today, I'm going to take you through uh, this webinar session where we're going to talk about the latest innovations in LMS, the latest innovations in training, learning, and how we have been helping other organizations solve these problems, and also give you a sneak peek into our product and the kind of innovations we are doing and the capabilities we have built. Let me start. So, before I start with the webinar, I'd like to just give you a brief about BetterPlace and Go Better. So, Go Better has been in the industry for greater than 9 years. We serve more than 1,500 plus enterprises across the globe. We are one of the only organizations in the world who are focused on building solutions, empowering the frontline workforce, as we like to call it. So, frontline workforce would include anybody who does not have a desk job, the delivery executive from Zepto, Swiggy, Flipkart, Amazon who get your orders, the warehouse picker, packer, loaders who pack those particular orders at the warehouses, the manufacturing factory workers who are manufacturing automobiles, aluminium, steel, and other commodities, the sales agents and the insurance agents who sell your products, the medical representatives and MRs who do the job of public, getting the right sort of customer base for the right medicines, nurses, paramedics, army staff, bank office and admin staff. So any and everyone who does not have a desk job and who directly interacts with your customer is effectively frontline, and they are super critical to the growth of our country and for the growth of all these amazing organizations we have coming up. And Better Place is on a mission to solve problems for them. As a part of Better Place, we have launched a product called Skill Better, which is our skilling product, which will help you train, engage, and empower your frontline workforce in a very scalable and easy fashion. And that's what we are here to talk about today. Let me, give you a sneak peek into what we have been doing for the past 9 years. We started in 2015 with our verification solutions, where we did background verification for organizations like Ola, Uber, the drivers and the delivery executives for Ola, Uber, Flipkart, Amazon, their background verification. Then we launched our onboarding and attendance modules. We launched our skilling solution in 2021. So it's been 4 years now. They have also launched Better Place Money, which is a financial access solution. And overall, till date, we have served more than 1,500 plus enterprises. We have 500 plus active customers as of date, and we are expanding from India, Southeast Asia, and GCC to now Europe and US as well. This webinar has been brought to you as a part of the Skill Better month that we are doing. And as a part of Skill Better month, we are creating awareness around skilling, around training, around the innovations that has been happening, and how we can step in and help the frontline workers achieve their true potential, enable a career path for them, and help them, generate the maximum outputs. As a part of Skill Better month, you can also get free access to our product, which is skillbetter.ai. I'll be talking about it at the end of the webinar. So let me straight dive into the topics that we have and what we want to discuss today. So the primary thing that we want to start with is the challenges that I face as a frontline worker, right? So imagine Rahul, he's a worker who's working in the frontline space, and these are some of the challenges that they face. And this is actual anecdotal sentences we have heard from the frontline workers. I have personally interacted with more than 5,000 frontline workers in the past 3 years. So first is, a lot of them are not familiar with smartphones, with apps, and even desktops and laptops. And most of the LMSs that are there, they were built for desktop. They were not mobile friendly. They were not mobile first. And even when they were built for a white collar, persona in mind. They did not take care of the particular challenges that the frontline workforce faces, right? There is no consistent training or contextual training around handling complaints or difficult customer conversations. In the gig workforce, we see so many people joining leaving, that it's very difficult to train them to their true potential and empower them in the best manner. There is no regular feedback, and there is no concept of improvement, of promotion, of growth in their particular role. And even when that concept is there, it is not handled in a structured manner for them. A lot of trainings, learning material, apps that we use are predominantly made in English, but as workforces are getting diverse, and as we have penetrated the next 200 million user base who have access to the internet, English is not a first language for them. English, Hindi, both are not first, second language for them. And they would like to be trained and they would like to learn in their regional languages, right? And while they might have a basic understanding of English and Hindi, understanding complex subjects and taking detailed learnings and reading documents in those particular languages will always be a challenge for them. The onboarding training that they receive is very minimal, which slows them down and impacts the amount of money that they can earn initially, right? So if you get onboarded to your job today, you will probably be able to start being productive from say the second or third week, and that 3 weeks is money lost for you. And most of them are daily wage workers who depend on that daily earnings that they make, right? So this is a massive problem that they face. And the ongoing trainings, the way that they are structured, because of the scale at which we operate these days, the number of product lines, the number of new innovations that we are doing, the kind of diversity we have in roles, in locations, it's very difficult for trainers with limited budgets to provide those trainings, right? And that means there is no ongoing training or continuous learning that's happening for the employees. Now, let's look at this from a lens of a L&D professional, from a CHRO or a founder perspective, who are looking to enable these frontline workers in the best manner possible and enable the best ecosystem for them, right? So primarily they face these 6 challenges, right? The challenges are numerous, but these are the top 6 challenges that we have been able to identify after working with all of these enterprises that we have worked in the past 3 years. The first and the foremost problem is low completion rates of training, right? We have seen that the trainers or the employees, they don't finish trainings. Our completion rates hover anywhere between 45 to 55%, which is the industry average, right? And this is down to a lot of reasons. The content is not accessible in a format that they want. There is not a good notifications framework. They don't know when to learn, what to learn, where to learn. And even when they do reach that particular product, it is not intuitive for them to use, and it's very difficult to find what they are supposed to do, right? The second problem that we see is the overall onboarding process is really slow, right? So whenever the onboarding happens, it's usually offline. A new employee joins in, somebody will do a training session on safety, somebody will do a training session on org values, what the org stands for, what their job is. So all of these offline trainings are very slow, and they again limit how fastly I can start being productive. Because the products are not highly engaging, because not everything is in one place and there is no unified platform, it leads to low engagement, right? Because you have a different HRMS app, different worker app, different learning app. So there is no unified platform which is available for the people. And all of this and the lack of gamification in a lot of products that we use today leads to low engagement from the users. Even if you're able to solve some of these somehow, the products that are out there are extremely expensive, and their training costs will eat your budgets very heavily. And it's very difficult to show the ROI of learning initiatives that we are doing and of the training initiatives we are doing. And there is a strong lack of personalization in all of the learning that we do. We already discussed how workplaces are getting more diverse with and more specialized, and it becomes very important that we personalize the learning that we provide, and generic trainings won't suffice anymore. So I want to talk to you about how we are solving these problems today and what we have been able to do so far to fix this. The first thing that we did to solve accessibility was, as I said, build a mobile app and get the best user experience out there for the users. But even there, right, accessibility, like I said, is a function of many things. It's a function of context, it's a function of my language, it's a function of experience. So we built a beautiful app with the right sort of nudges. We borrowed a lot of capabilities from Instagram, ShareChat, Moj, and the really popular products in the world which have a highly engaged user base. And we enabled some really interesting capabilities which no one in the industry is doing. So as a part of our product, we have enabled something called generative AI translation. We are the only product in the ecosystem to provide this. So imagine, so our app is fully multilingual. It's available in more than 35 plus languages. All Indian regional languages, all international languages are supported, right? But typically the multilinguality of the apps gets limited to the app interface. So you'll be able to see the buttons, the text in those particular languages, but you'll not be able to see the content in that particular languages. But we have changed that. We have built our in-house LLM, and we have been able to create a model with the help of which any video, audio, PPT, PDF, text, any content that you have can be converted from any language to any language in 30 minutes, right? And it is achievable at the 1/6 the cost of the industry rates, right? So imagine a particular training that you have created, which is say a POS training or a particular product line training in English. You will be able to convert it into any language within 30 minutes, and it will be available for all employees from day one, right? And you just have to do it once. It's very easy to convert. But with this, all and any content also becomes accessible to the user, and now you have a fully multilingual experience end to end. And even a one member L&D team can seamlessly drive this in a very easy manner, right? If there are any questions with respect to what I'm speaking, please feel free to put them in the chat and I'll take them over there, right? I'll move to the next capability that we have built. So like I said, completion rates can only happen when you have context, when you have trainings which are accessible, and so accessibility can be solved with a mobile app, which is beautiful with all the right user interfaces and nudges for employees, and the language capabilities that I just spoke about. And context gets solved from event-based learning. So what we have been doing is, with our customers, we have been integrating really deeply into their ecosystems and trying to understand the kind of challenges that they face. So for example, when one of our food delivery partners, what we have been able to do is, there was a typical problem, right, where for a particular employee, right, and in fact, I'll just come to that use case itself. For Zepto, they had a warning system whenever a customer was not happy with the rating, right? So what we did was we integrated into their systems, and whenever a rider received a particular rating which was lower than 3-star, right, we were able to trigger a specific training for them, and we were able to understand what training to trigger, right? Whether it's a behavioral training, whether it's a training on specific process. And this led to 30% lower number of second warnings for people who received that training, right? So that's what contextual learning is able to do for you, right? So with event-based learning, we can integrate into your systems, understand your metric, and trigger specific journeys, courses, and assessments for employees automatically. So if you are a delivery partner, if you receive a 2-star rating, you get triggered a course on introduction to customer excellence and an assessment on how to keep your customers happy. For 3-star, you get how can you communicate better. For 4-star, how do you go one step beyond to ensure customer excellence to go from that 4-star to 5-star. Now imagine the kind of use cases that we can build, right? Any kind of metric, any defaulter metrics that you have, any performance metric. If you have a sales team, you can imagine if they are not performing up to potential and they have not been able to achieve their sales numbers, we can trigger a test which checks their product knowledge and get to know what is the root cause behind them not achieving those sales numbers, right? So there are a lot of interesting workflows that can be created. Because we work with large enterprises, we can very easily customize our solution to meet your workflow and the way that you imagine your learning journey. And we have been able to do it with so many organizations that you also get that in-house expertise from us in terms of how to best utilize, and best create contextual journey. The next thing that we do is we understand that not all organizations have a large content team who's able to ship content for them in a very fast pace. So we also have content services with the help of which we can create highly animated 2D 3D scom packages, videos from PPT, from just some text for you. And the product also comes with a content library with greater than 250 plus courses right out of the box. These are courses around sales, delivery, e-com, logistics, admin, hospitality, the pharma industry. So we have courses and the construction and manufacturing industry. So we have a lot of beginner entry level courses around these industries, and a lot of soft skills, mental well-being courses as well, right? And a lot of financial access courses as well. How to open a bank account, how to use a mobile, how to file your taxes, emails, how to manage stress, conflict, how to be a better people leader, how to communicate better, a lot of English speaking courses. So you get a very strong content library right out of the box to get your training live very, very quickly, right? And as I said, we are providing a free trial of our product for a month. So you can simply, after this, write down an email or register for a free trial. And tomorrow we can start the product for you with these courses live, right? So that's how quickly we can make learning live for you, even in a day, right? The next thing is you can create personalized learning path for all your employees. So you'll be able to create extremely custom learning paths which have, so imagine somebody who's joining new into the organization. We can create a course around welcoming them to the company. We can test them on their safety and compliance understanding. We can again then give them a course on product and service knowledge after that on day 3, and then we can do a technology training and so on, right? So we can create a full learning journey, and when they finish it, they can get a certificate that they are ready to start their job. And this custom learning journey is delivered in a very interactive manner, right? So as you can see, it's a gamified manner, and this is a sneak peek into how intuitive the app is, right? But you can basically design such custom beautiful learning journeys which the user will be able to access. This is fully customizable, can be white labeled as your product, and can be enabled in a very, very easy manner, right? So all the content that we provide is highly interactive. And then we also have live webinar capabilities within our product. So you don't need a Google Meet or a Zoom license or a Teams license to conduct any instructor-led trainings. Your end-to-end training comes live onto our platform. The app has an inbuilt video conferencing capability like Meets, and you get detailed analytics and reminders around those meetings and live training sessions that you're conducting. And then you get a complete training calendar and a learner profile with detailed insights on how many courses the learner has done, how many training sessions that they have attended, what is their average skill score looking like, and all of those insights can come in beautifully as a part of our analytics dashboard. So we have greater than 250 plus data points that you get as a part of the analytics dashboard that will help you do a lot of these activities. And then there are also the assessment module where we support greater than 12 plus question types with our AI based assessments, and you'll be able to assess any kind of skill for a particular employee in a very easy manner with the help of it. And as you can see, the product is super intuitive. We use this Instagram story like progression matrix to show you on which question you are a part of. There is enough affordance to show you which particular option you have selected. As you can see, all of these options are there to make sure learning is a enjoyable and fun experience and easy to use as well, right? Without taking you much deeper onto the product, and if you want a detailed demo, more than happy to do it. I can see a few of you have asked for it already, so we'll be scheduling that demo with you. But I'll be walking you through how we are solving some of the challenges that we are facing with our customers, right? And I'd like to talk more about that. So I'll talk about what we have done with Reliance, right? So let me start with the core problem statement as to what happened with Reliance. So Reliance came up to us with a particular problem, right? They came and they told us that, listen, I hire more than 1 million plus employees every year to work at my retail stores, my Reliance Fresh, Reliance Trends, Reliance Digital, all Reliance Jewels, all of these retail stores. I'm hiring more than 1 million plus employees every year, right? Now, the main challenge is the hiring process for them is broken, because hiring primarily happens in a very biased fashion where 70%, greater than 70% hires are from the managers, the store managers' personal network. There were a lot of unethical practices in place, and only 11% hires were women, because there was lack of information around what the job requires, whether they are fit for it, and there were also some predatory practices in place. Uh, the second problem that they said was, even when we hire them, the job onboarding for these employees was, all over the place, because it was not standardized, and every store had a different onboarding experience. Again, close to 70% people did not know about benefits and insurances that they are eligible for, and this whole process was slow and poorly executed and very costly. Even when they hired people, they found out that they had a very big skill gap with respect to the job role that they were hired for. And they had limited access to any future opportunities for growth, because there was limited access to their data. And there was no centralized screening for these particular hires that were happening. So what we did with them was we created India's largest skill school. It's called Retail Summer. You can go and search for it yourself. Retail Summer. So this product has been live in the market for 5 months now, and more than 3.5 lakh people have been skilled, all organically. So basically, Reliance has put up posters with the QR code for our website, which is summer.betterplace.co.in. Anybody can go over there, sign up, put in their information, first name, last name, their education details and experience, and they can come to the app, download the app. There is a full curriculum for different job roles which is put up with Reliance, and they can go through that entire journey, get sensitized to what is Reliance, what are their processes. This entire process happens in a proctored manner as well. In fact, I'll just give you a very, very quick sneak peek into how that solution looks like, right? So you can imagine this is the proctoring that happens. So for each candidate, we do a face match. We ensure that it is the same person taking the test. They are allocated different trainings and journeys, and when they finish it, they get a certificate. And when they get that certificate, they get employed with Reliance, right? So what we have been able to do with Reliance is more than 50,000 people have been employed as a part of this program. So we have made India's first largest public skill school, which has been made available for free for people. And this has led to greater than 60% savings in cost per hire for Reliance. This app is there on the Play Store. You can again search Retail Summer and you can find it out. It has 4.7 rating on Play Store. And to go through the entire experience yourself, you can go through samarth.betterplace.co.in. I've just put it on the chat and you will be able to see it as well. Okay. Right. So that's what we have been able to do with Reliance. So again, these were the problems, and the way that we have solved it is through a fully digital solution that solves all your problem. Again, you go to the website, you sign up for the program, you download the app, you choose the language you're comfortable with, you take a pre-screening assessment which assesses you on your logical aptitude, customer understanding, and communication skills. Take that particular test, choose a job role that you're eligible for, go through a journey for that particular job role, get a certificate and get hired. So that's how easily we have been able to solve a lot of these problems. So if you are an organization which faces this problem around job onboarding, around having skill gaps for your new hires, please reach out to us and we'll be able to help you. Then how were we able to solve certain problems for Amazon, right? So Amazon is another one of our customers and we have solved multiple problems for them as well. So Amazon came to us with some particular kind of problems, right? They told us that, I want to train my frontline workers across different business units and role. And they wanted to ensure regular feedback from field managers and supervisors to evaluate whether the training that they are doing is actually creating some impact for them or not. They wanted a lot of custom analytics and event-based learning to make it more relevant and effective. So we created a white labeled app for them. It's called GSF Learning Academy. Again, you can search this on Play Store, and enabled multilingual training across their last mile and fulfillment centers. We enabled a custom audit. They call it a 222 audit, right, with conditional workflow, where their supervisors are able to give feedback on specific skills of particular employees. And now we are able to link this feedback from the trainers with the training that the employees have gone through. And we are able to effectively quantify the return on investment of this training. We can say that when a particular employee goes through this training, this is how their skills improve, and we have proven data for it, right? So if you are struggling with creating that success story around learning and showing the impact of what upskilling and training is doing for you, this is the way to go forward, and we'll love to help you and create similar solutions for you as well. This is again a sneak peek into their product and how they do it, right? We have been able to achieve a completion rate of 91% with them. So again, the training completion rates speak for themselves. We have been able to achieve a very, very high rate of engagement with our clients. Again, the next customer story is around how we scale training for Zepto. So Zepto came up to us with a very unique problem where they said that I have a large gig workforce, and I onboard people, thousands of people every day, and they are spread across regions with different constraints, different rules, different languages. There is very low trust in the market, and the 10-minute deliveries is a very challenging promise, and we get a lot of customer escalations regarding the process and rider issues. So how do we solve them? So we went deep into the market. We understood Zepto's problem, and we created a bite-sized onboarding courses which was developed in 5 languages, which focused on values, purposes, processes, and promises, right? And then we delivered this in an animated web series format through our app, and did an event-based, course distribution to riders who got poor rating, which we were just talking about, which led to 30% lower number of second warnings for them. We also created a 3-month roadmap of behavioral content for them, and with the help of which we were able to generate a lot. This is just a sample of how that training looks like. You can see. So this is a fully engaged onboarding video as to how you can get started as a Zepto employee that we had created with them. And this led to incredible impact. We did this with 2.5 lakh users with 93% completion rates, and on an average every user spent 20-25 minutes learning this and going through this process and content, right? So these are some of the success stories that we have been able to build with our clients and what we have been able to do. Don't want to take up a lot of your time, but just want to tell you that we are here to help. We have been in this industry for long. More than 2 million plus users are using our product. If you'd like to know more, please feel free to reach out, and you can get your 30 days free of our product with the full app access. There's 250 plus courses, and the entire thing for free for 30 days for your entire organization. No strings attached. You can get it today. You can go to www.skillBetter.ai/free trial. Register, and then our team will reach out to you, and you can start using this product as a pilot for a part of your organization or for your entire organization today. You sign up, we'll set up a call with you, and we'll get your organizations live within this week, and you'll be able to use this product, do your mandatory POS trainings, any kind of trainings that you want, get great feedback. If you like it, you can go ahead and sign up for the entire product. If you don't, there are no questions or there is no strings attached. So try it for free. That's how much we are confident of our product that you're going to like it, that we are giving it for free for 30 days, right? So that's largely on the product. I'll open the floor for any question and answers that you have, and anything that you'd like to ask. Right, so I have gotten a particular question. So this question is from Anand. So it says, for a retail and delivery company like Zepto, peak season require mass onboarding. How quickly can we set up and deploy training modules across multiple locations? So like I said, right, the product is completely self-serve. We also provide a lot of support in terms of setup. So for us to go live, it takes a day, and just tomorrow we can go live. The second question is, what kind of support do you provide during the initial rollout phases? So we have a dedicated customer support manager who works with you to ensure all your employees are onboarded seamlessly. We provide training for creating content, and in case you require an integration, right? So this is one thing which I did not talk about, but we spoke about a problem being there is no singular app or a unified interface for the employees, right? So we've been able to solve that with our easily integratable suite, right? So if you have an HRMS app, if you have a worker app, we can very easily and seamlessly integrate into that particular app without any issues, right? And within a period of 10 to 15 days, right? So in 10 days we can be deeply integrated into your product, your HRMS app, and users can just click on the learn shortcut and arrive at our product all logged in with SSO. So they don't have to log in twice, they don't have to download another app. So all of those particular things can be solved very, very easily, right? Is it possible to upload our existing training content to your platform? Yes, any and all existing training content and even the learner progress can be easily migrated to the platform without any challenges, and we provide support for that as well. So that is something that we can do as well. The next question is, since the platform captures user data and assessment results, what security measures do you have in place, especially for multi-country operations? So we have all the necessary certifications for the security implementations. The entire data is stored on your private cloud. It is secure, and it is we work with large enterprises like Amazon, Reliance, and we've gone through rigorous security audits, and all your data is encrypted, safe, and accessible at all points of time by you and only you, right? So we ensure that that happens in a very easy manner. So I can see more questions. Yeah, so thank you so much for asking the questions, Brushali, Anand, Manu. Thank you for asking the questions so far. Another question is, okay, so yeah, what all languages is the product available in? So thank you for that. Thank you for that question, Pallav. So the product is available in, like I said, in 35 plus regional languages. So all regional languages, including any Indian regional languages. So we start from, say, English, Hindi, Tamil, Telugu, Kannada, Malayali, Bengali, Gujarati, all of the languages, Marathi. So all of these languages are supported by default from the first day onto the platform, right? So thank you for that question, Ashutosh. So for background checks and background verification for blue collar workers, so there are different processes that we follow, right? So we have a criminal record check API, right, where we are able to capture whether there are any FIRs registered against this Aadhaar or this particular person. We're able to do a real-time validation with the UIDI database to ensure whether the person who's providing this Aadhaar has the same name, biometrics match, their address. So those particular things can be done. We have OCR-based document onboarding. So if you upload the Aadhaar and driving license, we'll be able to tell you whether all of these details, right? Whether the information that they are providing is correct or not, whether there is a criminal record that they have or not. So all of that information. So within 6 hours, you can have that vetted digitally. We also provide physical verification, which can be done within a day of their particular address. So our team goes to their locality and ensures and verifies whether they are in that location or not. So that's how the background verification process happens. If you have more questions, you can please reach out to us. You can write to me at anuj.saxena@betterplace.co.in or deepak.lamba@betterplace.co.in, and we'll be able to help answer any of these particular questions. All right, so I think that's all. Thank you so much everyone for joining in. It was great to see such a massive response and seeing so many of you here, and really look forward to meeting some of you and understanding your challenges and solving your frontline training needs as a part of this entire ecosystem problem. Thank you so much for joining in, and have a great day.